Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and this is another episode of the mini-series with Kitty Cat Plays with Yarn, grandparents themed. So here I'm just looking at the rooms that are in the gallery. If you want any of the rooms or even the house itself, mine and hers will be on the gallery if you just use the hashtag LECatCollab. And everything should be there for you. My house will, I don't know if I took away the mod or not, if I uploaded it. I don't think I did. But technically it'll be modded because of the snow mod I have installed. If you don't have the snow mod, don't worry about it. Everything should be intact and okay for you to download for your game if you so wish. And yeah, this was really fun. It was a lot harder than you might think, actually. I think it was just because I didn't really know at the time when I built this what the shape or layout of the room she was making, and vice versa. I think she felt the same way. But yeah, it was definitely challenging in that you had to figure out how to merge all the rooms together so that they make sense and that they flow nicely. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. And I really wanted to do something that was traditional and old-fashioned, so that's kind of the reason why we decided to do like a grandparents theme. But it's fun. And like I said in other videos before, it's refreshing because in most speed builds you might see most of the time they're modern and industrial, and because that's just how most of the items in build mode are. They're just very modern. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to just do something different. Yeah. So here I moved the bedroom upstairs because I couldn't think of a way to move all the rooms, like for it to be a one-story house. So I was just changing, yeah, I added that little piece there, so it's kind of an awkward hallway to the master bathroom. But I feel like in a lot of older houses, there's always something that's slightly off or a little awkward in a way. So I was just moving a few things around. We both agreed to try and keep all the rooms pretty much intact. So I didn't really change a whole lot. I mostly just moved a few things around because of just how the rooms are set up and how I place them. But yeah, everything's mostly how she made them, and I believe she did the same thing. But yeah, here I'm going to the outside of the house because I was pretty happy with how the rooms were laid out. So just decided to move on to the outside, and I was really excited. I finally did this correctly. The half octagonal roof. I don't know, it's always so hard to do. I thought about doing the same type of thing for this little piece, but it wasn't working out. So I thought, well, it might be nice to have like a half wraparound porch to go on the side, so that way I can just throw down like a big piece of roof that just covers the porch. A little bit of problem solving there. I really enjoyed this build, and I think she did too. At least I hope so. I'd like to do more collabs in the future. I think they're just so fun, and I don't know, I really liked it. This was my first, not my first collab, because I did do a collab recently. It was just a Kaz collab. But this was my first like collab series in a way. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. The roofs were a little awkward and strange, especially that piece on the side there. There's just like a piece that kind of goes in and goes out. But yeah, it's okay though. It doesn't look bad, in my opinion. Just moving around the windows. And I made them all white because that's how she had them in her room. So I wanted it to match. And I ended up liking the white windows better. This room up here on the second floor, it's not one that we made. But since I made it a 2-story house, I thought it might be nice to add a mezzanine or like a loft area. Maybe that's where the kids go to play and watch TV. At least that's what I was thinking of when I made it. And thinking about my grandma, she always had kids in her house. Like, if they didn't live there, she was babysitting them. And I think a lot of grandparents are like that. So I wanted to include a little space upstairs maybe for the kids. And I added a few toys and a puppet theater, as you will see later on. So I was really undecided on the actual color of the house. I thought about maybe having brick that went all the way around on the bottom, but I decided against it, and I just kept it all blue with just the brick on the outside where that little bay window is. So I thought it might be nice to add some porch chairs out here in the front because maybe these two like to go out there and sit and drink their coffee and just talk in the morning. At least that's what I imagined. Looking back on my grandma, her sister actually, so my aunt, my great aunt, she always had a front like yard and it was fenced. She didn't really have a fenced backyard. So my grandma, she didn't have any fences at all, really, that I can remember. I don't know. I just like the idea. So moving on to the loft mezzanine area. It's just moving around some of the things in the bathroom so that it would make sense for the space. I think I saw in her video that she actually had the little caddy inside the shower. I don't know why I took it out. I think it just came out when I moved the room. Sorry about that. I moved the chess table up here to the loft area because I felt like the chess table would be really cute up here. So yeah, I moved it up here. And then I moved the office, or not the office, the office is here. I moved the desk over to where the chess table was, and I added a sofa just to fill in that space on the side. I think that's all I changed really, majorly anyway. And here I'm just adding some potted plants because Grandma always has potted plants. And just adding some chairs and a seating area so that the kids can watch their shows. Here I'm adding the dollhouse. Yeah, I thought that was a nice little place for a dollhouse for the kids to play with. Here's just adding an accent table, and I think this is where I add the puppet theater. Yeah, there it is. I thought that was a cute place for it. Kind of haphazardly placed in the loft. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Just adding a few details, and we're going to go into the screenshots. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun, and thank you, Kitty Cat Plays with Yarn, for doing this collab with me. I really enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.